Well, I do watch the game, but I Rory watch. So if the ball is at one end, I'm watching down the other.
Yeah,
down the other.
You're very biased.
No, I'm fair. But it's scary, but it's the way he plays, and I love the way he plays, and that's why he's so successful, and I think that's why people admire him so much, because he really puts himself before the team, and yeah, I think that's what makes him such a great player. It's scary, but...
You're getting better with your football knowledge now, eh?
Great.
Do you not know much about football?
I've learned a lot.
I'm going to put you on the spot.
Oh, God.
Who's your favourite player for the footy club? Oh, so you can't say me, though. Who's your favourite?
Oh, my gosh.
Tex?
I love them all equally.
No, you got to say one. There's one.
They're all like my brothers. I don't have a favourite. Just as long as the team is successful, I'm happy for them all.
That's a boring answer. I remember running out on the ground. I remember the first step I took, I think, well, I had about a pocket full of friends. I think there was 2 train carriages from Upway came down on the Belgrave line.
God.
And I remember, yeah, a pretty rowdy group. And I remember the first step out and I could hear them. I was at the MCG, it wasn't packed though, and I could hear them when I first ran out, which was pretty cool. And then from there, I just remember touching the ball a couple of times and just running around, going nuts. I think I played 30 minutes or 32 minutes or something, which was just, I was just happy to do it anyway. And I think my old man was goal umpire that game. And when I kicked my first goal, I remember him saying instead of signalling for a goal, he jumped up and was jumping up and down, and the umpire came and warned him, said oh look, you've got to
do your job.
You've got to do your job. But he's like, oh, sorry, my son kicked his first goal, so that was pretty cool that he got to sail over his head. Footy in Upway was probably, that's where I learnt to you get your own ball, because it was always muddy and wet. We seriously played a few games a year in hail. And the oval we played on had really bad drainage, so the pockets would flood, and then one pocket would flood so much it would take up a whole 50, and there'd actually be that much of water, and the ball would just actually just stop in there. So you can imagine the kind of fun we had after trainings. Yeah, I don't know how we hopped in Mum's car after, because we normally got so dirty, but that's probably where I learnt you just got to get your own footy, and all that contested ball stuff's probably started when I was younger, playing in the hills, and that's the sort of footy you had to play there. Probably why I can't kick the ball that well, because you're just kicking a muddy ball up there. Had to practice that one. Dad's really spilt the beans on a lot of things, hasn't he? Yeah, that was in maybe under 16s or something. I missed the cut for maybe the Vic squad. Yeah, they said I didn't go in hard enough. So I'm not sure if that was, yeah, that's it's just people's opinion really, but yeah, it didn't fuss me.
I'm surprised you believe it hearing that now.
No, he proved them wrong now. Maybe it was his dad saying that. Yeah, I do.
All the time.
Yeah, but it's always nice.
Yeah,
well,
I think so.
I'm honest, and I don't obviously know what I'm talking about. Everyone's a coach when they're sitting in the stand, but yeah,
so it is. It's funny how
sometimes something slips out, and I'll say.
It's funny how
his mum and I do, both of us together.
It's funny. Talk to Campo as well, and his boys watch the footy and give their feedback to him as well. But that's funny how Campo's boys and Belinda, you see it from a step back almost, but it's funny how right they are sometimes about games. Well, I took a selfie with, I went over and saw my brother, and there were a few of my mates there as well, and my sister was there, so I sort of just grabbed the phone and took it without thinking. But now it's a little photo. We've kept it to ourselves, so that's a little photo that we'll have sort of locked away and was probably cherished forever, really. But I was lucky I didn't take it any later because I probably would have ended up with the 86. And yeah, lucky we did this interview a bit late as well, because otherwise I'd probably end up with the 86 for this interview as well.
Well, surely that's got to be centimetre perfect.